Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our 7 to 10 days, next 10 days readings. This will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You can also watch this if you're dealing with an Aries. Oh, Aries, Ten of Swords, what's going on? I'm seeing like some sort of, I'm seeing actual procedures for some of you. So, it could just be you're focusing on your health, or you're getting procedures done, or even blood tests to figure something out. Okay, let's see what else we're getting. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Watch with an open mind. These are general reading. Okay, so take what resonates, disregard the rest. Don't force anything to fit. For private readings, the information is below in the description box. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much if you have. I really appreciate the support. So let's see what's going on for Aries. Let's see if we're getting more about that particular story, or if it's something different that we're getting. What's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video, Aries. Okay, here we go. So we have Temperance, Seven of Cups, the Sun, the Moon, all right, the Hangman, Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Judgment. Okay, so one very specific message: if someone around you is doing anything shady, they will get caught. That's, everyone will know, all right? So for whatever that's worth. If you're doing anything underhanded, be careful, because it will come out. Okay, you've got the Sun and the Judgment aligned with each other. That is, and Six of Wands here, so you in the spotlight. Okay, and that could be for better or for worse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Star. Oh, okay, so that Ten of Swords could have been just a side message. We'll see if it pops back up in the reading. I'm not necessarily seeing it. It could be that this is all happening after a difficult ending that you've had to experience, and if there have been any sort of issues, particularly health issues, the Star card talks about healing, recovery. You might have been, you've had to rest, you've had to take things slow, so things might have been a bit stagnant in your life here with the Hangman. The Moon and the Foundation, again focusing on healing, waiting for a cycle to end, waiting for the recovering to be done, waiting for the healing period to be done. Okay, could also be a particularly emotional time with the Moon. The Moon with the Ten of Swords that we saw earlier could talk about some of you getting out of depression, okay, because you also have Temperance in your current situation, Sagittarius energy, but it also talks about finding your footing, finding your balance, healing, recovery. Okay, the challenge, yeah, coming out of confusion, coming out of a daze or a haze. And I'm specifically getting, for some of you, this is coming out of confusion, but the confusion was due to medication of some sort. Okay, so you weren't quite right. Even if it's like pain medication, when you're in pain you can't really think straight, you know what I mean? So something along those lines is what I'm seeing here. But with the Sun card here, I also get x-rays, very health specific for you. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physical professional here, but a medical professional, but I'm getting a very specific message, so I'm going to put it out there, okay? Because this is like x-rays, this is like shining a light on something. This could be getting your eyes tested and they're literally shining a light in your eyes. This could be anything to do with laser, okay, whether it's laparoscopy, is that a thing? Okay, comment down below, okay, if you know what I'm talking about, if that makes sense to you. But you're definitely focused on revealing something, getting to the bottom of something. I could also see radiation therapy here. Radiation therapy, do people still do that? I'm a bit behind on the medical procedures. Interesting. However, in the near future, or if that's something you've been doing, in the near future you're getting good news that you're cleared of whatever the issue was, whatever the illness, whatever the disease, whatever that was that you had to go through so many procedures for, or to heal, or to resolve, or to remove. This is where you're getting a clear bill of health. okay? Or this is making significant strides towards getting a clear bill of health, right? This is overcoming a significant hurdle, okay, is what I'm seeing here with the Six of Wands. And then in this scenario, then the clear bill of health would be judgment in the outcome. But you have to, because I feel like you are going to want to just get back out there with the Knight of Wands, make up for lost time, get back up to speed with everything. And so in your environment with Seven of Swords, you might not be telling your doctors or your healers or your therapists, counselors, okay, you're not telling them that you're going at a speed that they wouldn't approve of, okay? They're telling you to pace yourself and you're not doing that and you're not telling them, okay? It will show somewhere, all right? So the hope and fear, and fear, okay, the fear I'm getting more with the Four of Pentacles is, okay, well, I got to get back out there. I don't want to lose my footing. I don't want to lose my stability. I don't want to lose hours. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to stay stuck. There's a fear of staying stuck or going back to being stuck after you've had this victory. You're like, okay, let's get back out there. Let's get things done. And you're hoping that, you know, you're not going to stay stuck, but be careful, because with the Judgment card, you get what you reap what you sow, okay? It's the card of karma and lessons. So if you don't follow the recovery procedure, if you've been doing what your doctors, counselors, advisors have been telling you to do up to now, and you get this victory, they're telling you to continue to listen to them, to continue to stick to that plan, because that is what is going to get you to that clean bill of health, to that news that you want to hear, right? Bucking the system, going off alone, and not telling them that you've gone off plan is going to set you back. All right, so I want to put that out there for you, okay? And whatever type of dynamic this is, it doesn't have to be specifically to do with your health, but for a lot of you, that's what I'm seeing, okay? Now, for those of you where this is not anything to do with your health, what's coming in is a time of exposure. Okay, exposure. You're getting a dream come true in terms of exposure, your name getting out there, receiving opportunities to speak up about what you want to do, about any sort of causes you're supporting, any sort of ideas you want to promote. If you have an idea, a project, a product, anything artistic to put out there, and it's been stuck and it's been stagnant, and you've been in the dark about it, or people have been in the dark, no one knew about it, right? I feel like the confusion was around you weren't promoting it in the right place, okay, or the way you were trying to promote it, it wasn't reaching enough people, or it wasn't reaching the right people. I see that recently you made a change in your approach with the Hangman. You might have taken a chance on something different, or you started working with someone, so someone is counseling you, someone is advising you. I don't know if it's about social media, how to use that, or how to use different platforms, or how you get about, you know, getting ahead and promoting yourself, okay, marketing strategies. I don't know what this is, right? Or getting a job. Someone's advising you how to break through and not break into, but you know what I mean? Like break through into the industry that you want to be in, right? Because it's a big change for you. You haven't done this before, and you've been trying to do it alone and getting nowhere. Because temperance can also be some sort of partnership, okay, some sort of equal give and take. All right, and in the near future, there is someone with the star and the sun and the moon, actually very, very faded times coming up for you here, Aries, where it's like the stars are aligning, and that is quite literal when I'm recording this video, because I think Venus and Jupiter and the moon are aligned. But the stars are aligning in such a way for you where you're in the right place at the right time to speak to the right people, for the right people to see you. And this could also be where you're winning some sort of contest, competition, or process, if it's an application process or whatever. They're selecting you in the near future. You're receiving that good news. As a result, you could be changing your job, you could be changing where you live, you could be traveling a lot more than usual. Okay, with this, in your environment, we have the Seven of Swords. I'm going to see what this is. This could be self-sabotage in this type of situation, because it's almost like you're starting to fear that too much is changing too fast. I feel that is the case in this type of scenario for you, Aries. You feel like everything's changing too fast. I don't even know you're starting to question it, right? So you're basically getting what you want and you're starting to question it because everything's changing, but that's a good thing. Everything should be changing to match this new dynamic that you're trying to be a part of. And so in the outcome, you have a judgment call to make. Do you go back to what you know? Do you go back to what you're familiar with? Or do you carry on in this new direction that you've had a breakthrough in? Okay, do you move past the intimidation? Do you move past the everything's changing, nothing's familiar to me? Push through that and make a road for yourself, make a way for yourself in this new direction you've created for yourself? Or do you go back to what's familiar, comfortable, safe? Okay, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords there. Okay, this could be in terms of job. This could be in terms of the type of people you date. This could be in terms of the types of industry you're working in. This could be in terms of a type of, I don't know, work pattern. You understand what I'm saying, right? You've been trying to create something new and different for yourself. You're getting it through collaborating with someone else, even if it's a case of they're advising you. Okay, it takes off, and then that kind of makes you question everything and makes you go, I don't feel in control anymore because everything's changing, everything's moving very fast. That's what it is. You don't feel in control of it. That's what makes you feel uneasy about it and makes you start to question everything. But you're not in control because you're still learning. That's why you have this person you can trust and rely on to show you the path, to show you the way, to teach you how to do things in this new way. Until you're comfortable enough and you have enough knowledge to be like, okay, I got it. I know from here. All right. So that's what I'm seeing here. So what is the Six of Wands in the near future? Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, you're getting something that you have been working for and waiting, and it's been trial and error. You've been trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing. And there is this helpful individual. It could be Sagittarius, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It doesn't have to be. The Queen of Cups is someone you can trust. The Queen of Cups is an intermediary. The Queen of Cups is a teacher that nurtures you, that supports you, that encourages you. It could also be, again, a counselor, a therapist of some sort. It could even be like a coach, and they're genuine. They genuinely want to help you succeed. Okay, they don't have any hidden intentions or anything like that. And through their support, I feel like you're winning whatever this is that you have been hoping to get for yourself. Okay, and that's what the Six of Wands is. Seven of Swords in your environment. So I have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, be mindful of pride and ego, Aries. I'm just going to put it out there because I feel like in this new industry, you do have to work with other people, even if it's just this other person that's helping you, guiding you, supporting you, okay? But you cannot do everything yourself, and that's what you're used to with the Nine of Cups, and that's where you're struggling, right? And that's why you feel like with Seven of Wands, I have to be in charge, I have to be in control, but you're putting that pressure on yourself, and you shouldn't, okay? It's a new environment, it's a new way of doing things. Allow other people to help you, okay? So just be mindful about that, all right? And then Judgment in the outcome, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands, and Justice. Yeah, you have a decision to make, basically. Under the Star, you have the Four of Swords. Yeah, a dream come true after a time of waiting, or after a time of healing, or after a time of contemplation. And you have a decision to make. You have to be... The Queen of Swords is very realistic, logical, rational. It's like the Justice card in the Minor Arcana, and you also have the Justice card, the actual Justice card, okay? And so with the Ten of Wands there, this is asking you, where do you want to be? Do you want to go back to doing everything yourself and carrying that burden alone that eventually keeps you stuck, stagnant, and confused because everything's on you? So if you're not feeling well, everything falls apart, or do you know what I mean? Or do you want to make the decision, the life-changing decision of trying this new approach, of pursuing this new path that has opened up to you with the support of someone else, with the help of someone else, with the wisdom, the knowledge, the experience, the guidance, the inspiration of another individual or a group of people, okay? And it'll be up to you what happens next, because it depends. I can't see what decision you're going to make, right? It'll be different for everyone. The advice is to put pride aside. The advice is to put ego aside. The need to control, the need to be on top, that pressure to be the only person, the main point of contact, or the only point of contact, the pressure to be on top of everything, be able to do everything yourself, to be that level of multitasker, right? Because maybe you don't trust people, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, because maybe you have trust issues in general, because you've trusted people in the past and you fell flat on your face, and you've learned, you know what, I'm better doing off alone. And that may have been a time in your life, and that may have been true for that time in your life, but the message here is, again, come back to the present. Come out of the darkness, come out of the cycles, okay? Come back to the present and see things for what they are. You have grown, you have learned. If you did get yourself into a new collaboration or a new partnership and you see the red flags, you see the red flags, you know what they are this time around, and you know how to deal with them, right? So trust yourself, give yourself some credit of how far you've come. And the fact that you can work with someone else, collaborate with someone else, is not a weakness, and it does not say that you can't do it alone. That's not what that means, okay? So it's do a bit of a check on your way of looking at things, because you could try to do it completely alone, sabotage this opportunity that's opening up to you. But it's the Ten of Wands. It's going back to the Ten of Wands, the Moon, and the Hangman, okay? All pressure on you. It's probably, if you have been dealing with health issues, it's because of the stress that comes from the pressure of you having to do everything yourself, that you put on yourself, okay? So for some of you, that's the case. So you've got a decision to make. That's why it's life-changing, because by changing this approach, trusting someone else, splitting the burden, you're gonna not, it's like you're gonna be successful in your career or your relationships or whatever this is that you've been working on. Not only that, but you will have good health, right? You're not gonna keep going back and be like you burn out, or you have some sort of health issues to do with stress, or some health issue to do with anxiety or whatever, and then you have to lay down and lay off and just rest, heal, recuperate, and then you go back into work, but you go back right where you left off and you do everything again, so you find yourself having health issues again. And do you know what I mean? That's the cycle. That's at the root of everything. So you're now presented with an opportunity of doing things differently that involves working with someone else, listening to someone else, accepting guidance, accepting support, accepting inspiration. It could even be a mentor, it could even be just a coach, right? And just kind of adjusting your perspective to remind yourself that that does not make you weak, and that does not mean that you can do everything yourself. You could absolutely do everything yourself, but why put that kind of a burden on yourself alone? You know what I mean? When you can go so much further and accomplish so much more and really go next level by collaborating in whatever way that makes sense. Okay, it could even be about a relationship here where you've got trust issues, but you've got the opportunity of a lifetime, right, to meet the one, the star, the sun. Come on now, you know what I mean? So Aries, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you think, how you resonate with the reading if you do, but I really hope it helps you if you're dealing with these energies, okay? Watch for the placements. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.